Welcome back to the channel. Today we're heading underground to explore the caves of Lava Beds National Monument up here in Northern California. I'll be working my way up, starting easy in the high ceiling caves to the intermediate caves that require ducking and climbing over rocks, and eventually ending in one of the park's most difficult caves, requiring you to belly crawl through certain points, the Catacombs. Let's get into this. Liquid gold right there. Hello.
All right, let me get you a map, park map, and a cave guide.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. We're now inside the park. So in these areas, all like in and throughout those mountains, all within those plains, there's about 800 different caves, a little over 20 like bigger caves that you can hike through. So we're going to be hiking through the three difficulties. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And so we're going to be doing a few caves in each one of those, kind of showing you guys what Lava Beds has to offer. Should be a fun day. So we're going to get good to go. All right, so we're going to be starting with Skull Cave. Skull Cave is one of the easier ones, probably one of the easiest ones. It's just a large lava tube essentially. Like, there's no need to duck. There's some steep steps, but other than that, it's pretty relatively easy. It's gonna be probably 80-90 degrees today, but I'm wearing a sweatshirt and pants because it gets extremely cold inside these caves. This one is called Skull Cave basically because they found human remains at the bottom and basically some sheep bones too, so sheep and human bones. But here we go. Yeah, you can see all the lava rock that's just built up all right here. Here's the cave entrance. I can already feel the cold draft kind of coming up and hitting me. Feels very nice. It is a pretty large cave in here, and the ground is very smooth. Alright, time to turn on lights, and we are going to start exploring these caves. This is one of the shorter caves. Ooh, it's chilly. Here we go. We got our first set of stairs, and as you can see, these are pretty steep, going all the way to that hole down there. No, we just started. We are actually almost done. Here we go. Skull Cave, ice floor. Yeah, there's a layer. There's definitely a layer of ice. Dang. Wow. Yeah, last time I was down here, there was no ice at all. Right over here is where you can see the bones, but essentially that's Skull Cave right there. Just very short, get into the ice floor, kind of see just out here and everything. So we're gonna hike back up and then on to the next one. On to Valentine Cave. Some deer on the road. Look there. So the entrance is literally right next to the parking lot. All right. Let's get our light on. Oh wow. Let's go this way. All right, this is very large. Holy cow. And I duck my head though. Being tall has its disadvantages. Holy cow. This is huge. Tempted to go into those areas, but I'm gonna save my energy for the harder caves because we're doing all the easy ones right now. All right, so we're ducking. Okay, this gets really, really tight. Hello.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How you guys doing?
All right. We're being a little claustrophobic. I feel like the cave is closing in on me, so.
Yeah, there's a part over there where I was like, should I keep going or not? But
Yeah, this is the lowest part I think we've come across so far. But
does it look like it opens up at all? Or?
I don't know. You have a brighter light than I do,
Yeah.
so I don't have.
Oh, that is real
so
low.
it doesn't really- yeah.
I don't think that's
We
crazy.
didn't really come prepared for that. So.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, down there's, I think the end. I'm hoping it is, because if it's not, then I have to come back for this GoPro. So we'll see. I have no idea. We're gonna touch the end wall. All right, we did it. We are at the end. It's pretty tight going in. Not a lot of room, but yeah, so we got the GoPro at the other end. We crawled through there. I am considering doing Catacombs, because Catacombs is pretty narrow and I didn't know how I was going to do. I made it to the end of this one, so I think we're going to do Catacombs today. I think first we're going to get out of this cave and head on back to the surface. So we just did 2 beginner caves, and now we're going to go head on over to do some more intermediate ones. Our first intermediate cave is going to be Golden Dome. And this one's actually one of my favorite ones, just because of the entrance. This right here is the entrance to this cave. We're going to be walking this way. We're going to take you with us. Hold it here. All right. And we're down. It's so nice and cool in here. Time to explore the Golden Dome. These intermediate ones are going to be slightly harder. As you can see, there's a lot of debris coming up right here and out there. Alright, so it goes that way and that way, but we're gonna go on the bigger one. Yeah, Golden Dome is pretty famous for that very beginning part with the ladder. That's why it's called Golden Dome, because it kind of gives a golden atmosphere to it. Look at these. Just a bunch of little, I think it's stalactites. It's like either stalactite or stalagmite. One goes up, one goes down. Oh, I think I reached the end. That was Golden Dome. A relatively easy hike. Let's get on out of here. Alright. On to the next. Sunshine Cave. Sunshine Cave is another intermediate hike. Kind of looks like there's gonna be a thunderstorm rolling in soon. It's a very short hike. It's only about 400 feet. All right, Sunshine Cave. Big rocks. Look down. Well, don't even need the light here. Onto this little thing. Do need to crouch pretty low right here. Turn this off because we don't need it. Look how beautiful this is. You got a little slice of sun in this cave. A little opening. I think it's very quick to end right over here. All right. So I think the cave keeps going a little bit farther, but that's basically the end over there. So we're on to the next one. We are about to do our final one of the day. We are about to do Catacombs. It is 7,000 feet long compared to the like 500 feet ones we've been doing before. I had to download a map onto my phone just in case I get lost. Cave requires a helmet, so I had to go buy and get one. No idea what I'm going to expect coming into this. We're going to see how hard it gets. I know it gets less than a foot high at some points. It's very short, they said, but at some points we got 3 sources of light, actually 4 counting my phone, but the phone will be like last resort. Here we go. This is either gonna be awesome or this is gonna suck. I should, yeah, I'm gonna check my phone real fast because this could get complicated. I actually just met a guy and he told me to check out the igloo room. He said there's a bit of a belly crawl getting into it. Not too bad, he said. I made it to these stairs. There's no way I already made it. Did I pass the igloo? I think I passed it. I think it's one more back. Did I miss one? I did. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. This is the crawl. Oh my gosh. Well, let's attempt it at least. Ah, for the igloo room. Okay, lay down, move forward. Almost there. Inch at a time. Move that out of the way. Holy cow. Push up. Whoa. Well, we made it. Oh, now that's where we came from. That room right there. I can stand right here. All right. Igloo room's pretty cool. We're out of the igloo. We've made it to the ladder. We made more progress than I thought we would. The stairs are right there, and I'm just gonna go in a straight line away from them. That way, it's easier to get back to if I do end up getting a little lost in here. It's another, okay. Just wanna make sure I get my bearings right. That connects there. So we wanna go this way, okay. Question is, I want to go right or left. There's 2 guaranteed belly crawls. If I stick to the right, I don't have to do a 3rd belly crawl, which would be very helpful. I think we're gonna go to the right. And it should just be straight for a while. This is good, because now there's not as many confusing areas. We're at another little belly crawl area. Right there. Luckily, it's a bit smoother. I think it raises quite a bit on the other end, so we're gonna start crawling. It's not too bad. My head's getting hit though. All right, a little farther. All right. Get her hands and knees. Good. All right. We're going this way. More belly crawling. I guess it's a low ceiling for a little bit, but once I get past it, it opens up quite a bit. We'll go a little farther, but if it doesn't end up turning into anything, we're heading on out. But optimistic. I think we can do this. Get a good look. Yeah, it does open up. Yeah, I think this is it. All right. This is not the worst part, but the beginning of the worst part. And we are making good progress. It's gonna open up quite a bit more. Going through here. Oh, okay. I can sit up a little bit, which is good. All right, here we go. Come on. Positive thoughts get us out of dark places. Boom. Got through. And now it's only 3 feet. That opens up to 6 right here. Okay. All right. Got through a little bit, just low hanging ceiling. And now we've made it to kind of the little area with this ledge, which I'm going to quickly check the map to make sure I know exactly where we're at. Then we'll go from there. All right, we're just where we want to be. There's a path that way and a path that way. And on the map, there's also that. So we take a right, and we're getting close to the end. We just have those 2 belly crawl moments, but that'll be it. All right, so we're at the first major belly crawl section of this cave. And from the looks of it, it goes pretty far. So, unfortunately, I think this is where I'm gonna cut it because I'm only wearing a t-shirt, so I'm not gonna risk climbing over all that like rough rock on the ground. So it's maybe a slight disappointing. I was hoping to get to the end to get to that register notebook to put my name in, but sadly, I don't think we'll be able to do that. So if you could leave a like and a comment, that would be amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.